Am I the a-hole for saying I'll be driving myself and paying for my own room on the upcoming family vacation, so I won't have to be a babysitter? Welcome to Front Page Productions, where we bring you entertaining stories from across the internet. Today's story is about a guy, 23 years old, totally done with being the family's go-to babysitter during vacations. He decides it's high time for a change, setting off a family drama that's as much about growing up as it is about standing your ground. Buckle up, because it's story time.
I, a 23-year-old male, was repeatedly stuck playing the part of helper and babysitter on family outings. I had to move out of my parents' house because I kept being forced to help watch my 3 nephews. Last year, we took a family vacation in summer to the coast. I rode along with my parents, and they paid for my hotel room. Only, I had to share that room with 3 rowdy boys because my sister and her husband wanted a room to themselves. I was promised time to do my own things on the vacation. But instead, I ended up having to help with these kids. I complained to everyone about it and was reminded I was there for free. And then we pretty much just did only one thing I wanted to do, which was tour an art gallery. I like doing this whenever I'm at the coast. But the kids find it boring. This year, my parents have a beach trip planned for June, and they assumed I'd be riding along the same way as last year. But I refused. I said I'd be driving myself, and paying for my own hotel stay to have my own room. My parents were shocked, and tried to remind me of the cost. I said it was no worry. I've got a good job and a decent running car. I can more than afford it. That's when the buts started. I stated the previously listed reasons as why I'll be driving myself and paying for myself. I want to be able to enjoy this vacation as an adult, and not be treated like a child like last year. My parents told my sister, and she called to blow up at me that I'll be ruining the vacation if I'm off doing my own thing while she has to wrangle her 3 boys. I ended up yelling at her that last year all she did was rope me into her mess. I didn't really get to do much of anything I wanted to do. And I was treated like the bad guy for wanting to just go to an art gallery. I'm a grown man. I deserve my own vacation too. Now my sister is not speaking to me, and my parents are still trying to convince me to just ride with them to keep the peace. I'm still refusing. But the pressure is getting to me. Am I the a-hole for not giving in? I know they'll have a pretty hard time when they won't have another person there to help. Edit, it's barely been an hour since I posted. But my sister is apparently a Reddit lurker in the mornings, and she saw my post. Not only is she furious with me, but she's also upset no one in the comments is siding with her. To make it short, she went on a big rant about how it's so hard to be a parent to triplets. And the least I could do is help because I'm young and single, and she needs a break. I stood my ground on my decision, and now she's calling our parents to get them involved. I'm expecting a call from them any minute. Update, well, I'm off work now, so I can tell more of what went down. I guess you could say it's over. My sister got our parents involved, they looked at my post, and were absolutely horrified by the continuous influx of commenters. Yes, they're very angry with me that I posted here. But I told them that if they'd just listened to me to begin with, I'd have never needed to. I'm sick of the whole keep the peace mentality that sacrifices me to placate my sister. They, in turn, went off on my sister, and to make a long story short, the whole vacation has been cancelled. The hotel wasn't booked yet anyway. But my parents are arguing with my sister is blaming me, and my nephews are crying because they aren't going to the beach. My sister called me at lunch and basically implied I have no life, which is why I have time to help. I recorded that and told our parents, and that's currently what they're fighting about. Small update, I wasn't going to update again. But here's a little more. Parents said that they won't ever push babysitting of my nephews on me again and have agreed that what happened last year was unfair to me. Right now, they're very angry with my sister for telling me I should help her because she thinks I have no life. My sister is playing the victim. And my brother-in-law is basically saying nope to the whole mess and spending most of his time at work. Thank you to everyone who has commented. You made my day.
Before continuing to the community reactions, let me thank you for joining us on Front Page Features. If you enjoy what we are sharing with you, please click the like button and subscribe to our channel so we can continue to bring you more stories. It's an easy gesture that will help us tremendously. Now, let's continue. In a series of follow-up comments by the original author, further details and clarifications emerged that shed light on the original story. The author confirms that his sister is not a single mom, but feels like one because her husband is often absent due to work commitments. Despite having a good job and the means to vacation alone, the author prefers the company of his family and is generally frugal, which influences his vacation choices. He reveals that the triplets are 7 years old, adding context to the level of care they might require. In response to the family dynamics and the possibility of vacationing alone, the author expresses a preference for saving money and hints at a reluctance to go on a family vacation if it means succumbing to the same issues as before. The author's parents eventually sided with him, largely because he made it clear he would publicize their unreasonable expectations if they did not. He also notes that he would prefer the entire family to vacation together despite the tension, indicating a hope for resolution and unity. These additional insights paint a picture of a person caught between the desire for family harmony and the need for personal boundaries and respect. How did the community respond? Well, it was pretty unanimous, with almost 100% of the comments saying that the OP is not the a-hole. Here are some comments. User 1. She's admitting she's ruining your vacation so as not to ruin her own. They're her kids and her responsibility. I agree with this commenter. Family vacations, where you learn that free can be the most expensive cost. User 2. Do not give in. It's time to stand your ground. This internet stranger is proud of you. Right on. User 3. Okay, you guys have collectively made it very clear that I'm not wanted as adult company but only as free childcare. I think we would all be better taking a break from that dynamic in the interests of preserving family feeling, and so I will not come on this year's vacation at all. Couldn't agree more. When family time becomes free labor time, it's time to vacation solo. User 4. The parents could pay for the nanny with the money they saved from not paying for OP. Oh wait, that's not a lot of money? Guess you really didn't value your brother's/son's contributions. LMFAO. Exactly. Family Economics 101. If your babysitting is free, you're either priceless or worthless.